Today we decided to make a video about interracial dating, kind of stereotypes that go with it, and just the questions we've been like frequently asked. Some of them are really annoying. Some of them are like really interesting as well. We got a couple questions from our followers.
Yeah, we asked people on Instagram to send us in some questions. So some of them were quite similar, so we basically infused them together, and we've got a list of 8 questions. So we're gonna like answer the questions.
We just kind of wanted to make it like a discussion.
Yeah,
where
exactly.
We share experiences and
yeah, just for anyone that I don't know is either interracial dating or wants to, or is just generally interested in our experiences, or just what we've got to say on the topic really, or anyone who is against it and also wants to watch this video for their own amusement. So yeah.
Alright, so do you get weird looks? Yes, I would say yes. It's less than we would think it would be, I'm pretty sure. It's more, we get weird looks, I feel like, in certain situations more than like, every time on the street.
Yeah,
I feel like more, for example, if we go to church, I feel like we get way more weird looks.
Yeah,
than just
yeah,
on the street.
definitely. Which is quite weird because it should kind of be the other way around.
Yeah, but that's like, most of the time it's just like Nigerian church, for example.
Exactly.
So most of the people are Nigerian, and then you're coming there with your white girlfriend. That's probably why you're gonna get looks.
Yeah.
I guess it's quite natural, but it happens. It shouldn't be like this,
yeah, exactly.
But it happens.
We got looks in Poland as well.
Yeah.
That was because obviously, even just me, just being there in general, like I didn't really see many black people when I was there, especially.
There were some.
There were some. No, there was some. For all my friends saying I was the only one there was some. But they were just. Obviously, we were one of the only. There was a few interracial couples, but obviously I'm pretty sure they get looks too. But yeah, we got quite a few looks. Within the looks, we weren't sure if people were just because, for example, people can look because, like, if I lived there and I never saw an interracial couple and I saw them, I'd be like, oh, that's not something I see every day. People look because it's something they don't like. People look because
it's something that they do like a lot of the times.
Yeah, like we got stopped a few. We got stopped a few times, and people would stop us, and because I didn't understand what they were saying. So
we, for example, were in this restaurant in Warsaw, and there was like a couple guys sitting behind us. They were like probably around the 50s, 60s, which would usually be their kind of age bracket where you would be like, no, they're probably racist. They are Polish. They are like around their 50s. They were growing up in different times. They're probably racist, so it was us two and our friends as well.
They also look quite menacing. Not to judge. This is why you shouldn't judge a book by this cover. They were quite big. Some of them were skinhead, had a few tattoos. Yeah. They looked quite menacing, and they kept looking over.
And it was both of us were interracial couples, so we're sitting there, just eating our food, and those guys are giving us looks. So both of the guys were, of course, like, no, they're racist, they're racist, they're racist. So the guy sitting behind us turn around to us, and they're like, and they start speaking Polish. I see Arifa's face. He's like, oh, I'm gonna go crazy in a second because they're probably saying some racist things. And those guys are like, oh, sorry, we've been staring at you, but we just really respect the fact that you're like an interracial couple, and it's probably not easy. And we just want to tell like your boyfriends that it's great that they are here, and that they kind of like help change the whole like community and show that it's okay to like go in a like typical white country as like a person from like different background, and they were like really nice. They came nice. To them like shook their hands, and they were like,
they shook our hands, because even though it may seem okay, maybe it was a bit over the top, they really wanted us to feel comfortable.
And as they couldn't speak English, they were doing just a lot of gestures.
Yeah, a lot of gestures.
They were like looking at them like,
because they wanted us to feel uncomfortable in an environment where they understood themselves, not even being, you know, from a different culture, black or whatever, but they themselves understood that it's probably not going to be smooth sailing. We're probably going to get looks, we're probably going to get comments, we're probably going to get treated this or that way, so they wanted to make sure that we felt comfortable in their country.
And also the way they were like,
I really respect.
They were like, you guys look beautiful, because we were all like dressed to like they were like, you guys want to stand out, and you do stand out, and I respect the fact that you're not just like super scared to be around here, but you're just really open and you want to be seen. And yeah, they were like, you look beautiful. It was really nice.
That was really nice. There's been other times that we've been like, to be fair, every time we've been stopped, most of the time we've been stopped, like I'd say 90% of the time, people were stopping us to say nice things.
Definitely.
And just to make sure that, you know, we feel, or I feel, or both of us feel, you know, as a couple, just feel comfortable, because they're happy to see like that we're together and that we're not, you know, scared to be together. Because as dumb as it sounds, obviously we're not, you know, we're still in the 21st century, but some people are, and I know some people from personal experience that do want to date certain people, or have fallen for someone and are like, I can't date them because of the way my family's going to react, the way my community's going to react, etc, etc. So yeah, we do, back to the question, as we always go off topic a bit, but yeah, we do get weird looks, but they're not always bad looks. I feel like if we lived permanently in a different country, that it wasn't as accepted. Like being in, you know, London or the UK does help, but yeah, it would be a bit worse, but yeah.
Plus we usually react when we get a weird look. I'm like,
yeah,
sorry,
plus,
is everything okay?
Plus we're very quick to react when we get strange looks. We're not shy when it comes to that, so
yeah. Okay, another question. How did your families react, and how are your like relationships with your families? Surprisingly, like our families reacted just normal. Like there was nothing, I don't think there was like any moment that would be different if we were from the same race or...
Exactly. Like for me, this was the first girlfriend I introduced to my parents, to my mother, my father, my brother. Like this is the first girlfriend I introduced to my parents. So it wasn't really, oh, I'm introducing my white girlfriend. For me, it was just, I'm just introducing my girlfriend.
He was quite scared at first.
I'm not gonna lie. Obviously, I'm gonna sit here and be like, yeah, I didn't get it. But I was quite nervous. But I was mainly nervous because, for me, like this is a woman I want to spend the rest of my life with. So I was more nervous as the fact that, okay, they're gonna be. I knew they were gonna accept her, because if I love her, they're gonna love her just because they're gonna see the things I see in her. But obviously, as just with anything, you're going to be nervous. If it's someone you really like, you're going to introduce them to your parents. So I was very nervous, but they got on really well. Like she speaks to my mum on the phone all the time. My dad always asks about her. We went down to London the other week to go and see my dad, spend time with my dad. Like she gets on with all my family. Like she gets on with my brother. Doesn't have a problem with any of my family. My family absolutely love her and adore her. She absolutely loves and adores my family. Like she speaks like to my mum probably more than I do. Yeah, like I just it couldn't to be fair, it couldn't have got any better. It couldn't have gone any better. Like if I had to just put out the perfect scenario and situation, it was even better than that. So.
And it's like the same with my family. I was never really scared to introduce you to my family, as I know the way you are, and like I know the way my family is. They're not like racist or anything. My parents are very like pro everything. So when we went to Poland, I just knew it's gonna be all good. And him and my mom changed a lot, yeah, because she was like, no, if you have a boyfriend, I'm always gonna be like very scary and very strict, so he knows not to like mess up. And then she was like, oh, I'm never gonna let him call me mom, this and that, blah, blah, blah. So I was like, oh, I just hope she's not gonna say anything dumb.
Switched up her tune.
They are like best buddies, and they just like crack jokes about me, and they just like, I don't know, they just get on really well with each other. And even though there's like a language barrier, like my mom speaks English, but sometimes like the things you say she wouldn't understand, or she doesn't know how to exactly say something, but you still like
we communicate a lot, especially because obviously we always communicated, but Cash was always there. And then it was a time at Easter when you went away for the day, and I was with her mum, and we just cooked the whole day. We drank some wine.
That's Kasha bake as well, because your cakes are really good. She never bakes for me.
You don't bake for me. You don't.
Well, you should bake for me.
but I don't know how to bake. You know how to bake.
Do I?
But back to the point. Yeah, like we just read, like there was no like, obviously there's her mum's first language is Polish and my first language is English, but it didn't really stop us from kind of communicating. What? I like fiddling. I like fiddling. They didn't stop us from communicating. We got on really well. Like we're really close. And same with her and my mum, like they're really close, they get on really well, like she can tell my mum anything she wants.
And same with our dads, like...
Yeah, same with our dads, like she gets on with my dad's hardly met a lot of my friends, let alone like he's never met a girlfriend of mine. He really likes Kasha, like I can tell. He really likes Kasha, so I'm just really grateful because it couldn't have gone any better really.
And also like, even the way our families interact, like our moms.
Yeah, exactly. Like our mums
have each other on Facebook.
They haven't met yet. They will meet soon. They're scarily similar.
Which is
so
crazy
similar.
because you think like one of them is Polish, the other one is Nigerian. Like it's completely different.
They're both from two different like backgrounds. Like my mum grew up in Nigeria. My mum grew up in Poland, but they're so similar. They've got so many little tendencies, even like certain mannerisms and things they do, and like ways they do.
And even the way they look.
Yeah,
like,
exactly. They've just got they're really similar.
And my mom always calls me like, oh, how's Arifa's mom? Arifa's mom calls me like, oh, how is Kasha's mom?
Yeah, they even spoke on the phone a few times as well. But even when we were in Italy, like they're close. They chat on Facebook.
We want to go on like a little holiday with them.
Yeah, we want to take. Well, actually, let's not say that because we don't want to ruin the surprise. But yeah, like they get on really, like they're always commenting on each other's pictures on Facebook as well.
And Arifa went to Poland. He properly met my family. I'm going to Nigeria this winter with him.
Yeah,
so.
I was there for 3 months. So I'm like, I met them. We went three times before. We went 3 times before, each time for 2 weeks. So you can imagine I got to know them quite well. But after being there for a whole 3 months and living with them for a whole 3 months. We're just really close, like they know my ins and outs, they know what I'm like happy, they know what I'm like angry. They just know what I'm like just in general. I get on with both of her, I get on with her dads as well, really well, so yeah.
How was it when you went to Poland?
Oh, I kind of answered that, the last question.
It was okay, like my friends absolutely love Arifa. It was never like the kind of thing like, oh my god, like he's black, how, like everyone was just very like normal.
I feel like if anyone's got anything bad to say, like people are cowards. Like the only bad.
Yeah, but I don't think anyone ever had something bad to say. Like not in my like circle. If anyone would ever have something bad to say, it would be someone just you see on the street.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like people are quite, you know. But in terms of her family, in terms of her friends, in terms of her inner circle and the people surrounds herself with,
I didn't see like any difference.
Which to be fair, just slipped my elbow. Which to be fair, I kind of expected as well, because the same way, like her friends are a reflection of her. If she's got friends who are ignorant, if she's got friends who are racist, if she's got friends who are just rude in general, then it kind of, you have to question like what kind of company she keeps or she has kept around her. So I kind of just had to trust the fact that the kind of person she is, and the fact that I trust her to keep it kind of, you know, the same kind of company around, and I still get on really well with her friends and her family, so it was all good, to be honest.
Okay, let's talk about the comments on our YouTube. So we posted one video, which was a vlog from our last days in Poland.
That was our first vlog.
Yeah, that was one of our first vlogs. That was literally like the day we're like, okay, maybe we should do vlogging. Like we do a lot of fun, cool stuff, and I think it would be good to share them. Like we have some things to say. I think it would be nice to share them. We had like a camera which wasn't even that good.
Yeah.
Made the first vlog. We had a really nice day because it was one of our last days in Poland, so we decided to stay in a hotel, go on a nice dinner. We don't do those things all the time.
But it was
so we were
nice
like, it's like nice to treat ourselves, like to feel good and just do something nice. So we've done this vlog. We got really good like feedback from it.
Yeah.
We got a lot of views. I think it's over 6,000 views now.
Yeah, I think it's over 6,000.
But we also got a couple hateful comments, and it's only because in the title of the video it was last days in Poland. the funny thing is, most of those comments been posted around 2 a.m. Just some random hours.
I was watching Black Mirror like at 2, 3 a.m. like on the laptop, and I'm just seeing like comments post up, and then I saw a little icon, and it had a I couldn't read it because it was in Polish, but I had there was a little icon, and it was we'll probably get it up on the screen, and there was a little icon, and it had a skull and 2 knives, and I was like, it's 2 a.m. someone with a skull and 2 knives has commented on our video.
He's not gonna say you're cute.
This isn't gonna be these aren't gonna be nice comments. And I just went on it, and I was like, Kasia, like, she was like, half asleep. I'm like, Kasia, what did he say? And she was like, oh yeah, whatever, just some hateful comments. That's
like at first when we got those kind of comments, like no, first comments I'm pretty sure we got. That was
those weren't the first ones on the
yeah, no. Like first comments I remember well, because they kind of like, they didn't like annoy me, but they also annoyed me. Like that's like you're putting yourself out there, so like if you're getting negative feedback, it's going to kind of annoy you. So later on I just kind of got used to it, and I stopped caring. But at the first I remember it was saying like, oh, you're so empty, like you literally don't do anything other than going to a hotel. It's like, boy, I just posted one video of myself going to a hotel. If that hurts you so much, like I wish I was going to hotels every day. I wish I was doing that. So if that hurts someone so much, then good for them, I guess.
Yeah, exactly.
And later on I got a comment that later on we started getting racist comments.
Yeah, we started getting quite a few racist chat.
It doesn't matter, he's fine, he's just running around.
Yeah,
we started getting quite a lot of racist comments saying like, oh, those Polish women go and do this and that. I'm like, sorry, those Polish women, like why are you talking about Polish women as if they are your property? Like if a guy at 2 at night has time to research on YouTube Poland, find vlogs of some Polish girls and talk about them as like, oh, are Polish women, I think it most definitely means he never had even a Polish woman, even like any woman in their life, and he's like very sad and depressed. And that's all I really have to say about it, because like there's like I don't feel like wasting my breath on it.
Yeah, I can't really be asked to talk about any of those comments.
I just feel like it's just so funny. I don't really like discuss anything with those people. I block them, delete them.
We just like, you won't find the comments. We just remove every single, like all the negative comments. And in terms of race, we just kind of just remove any other negative comments. Kind of keep, because they make us laugh.
I'm not going to be promoting like racist content. I'm not going to give someone space, because we left one comment that was racist, and there was another like idiot comment there who was like Polish patriotic. Like coming there, commenting on it, arguing. I was like, no, I have no time for that. So that's all deleted now.
Yeah, like we keep quite a few like negative comments because they're quite funny for us to like look at and laugh at. But if in terms of the racist comments, we just delete them, because it's not like this channel.
We're not about this.
Yeah, this channel is not really a space for racist negativity. There's forums and there's places and there's groups and there's people and there's KKK and whatnot where you can go and discuss that stuff. But it's true, but it's not here. So feel free, but it will just get removed.
Let's talk about stereotypes. When you're scared about like any like stereotypes connected to like, I don't know, dating a white girl.
Me in general, no, I wasn't. To be fair, if I was the kind of person that was that worried or scared about stereotypes, I wouldn't really be on like YouTube, because I'm just open for anyone to say whatever they want or attack me or make fun of me, or I'm not really the kind of person that cares. I do get some. It does get quite irritating. For example, not even just on YouTube, but we'll post a picture on Instagram, and someone will comment on the picture or DM me from the picture like, boy, have you not watched Get Out? And I'm just
that's so annoying.
And they're like, boy, have you not watched Get Out? Oh, be careful. I'm like, what? Like, be careful of what? Is she gonna like? I'm not even gonna go in depth, because it's gonna annoy me. But just those kind of comments, I don't really. It just doesn't make sense to me, because if I just see two people together, if I see a couple together, and if I like it or I don't like it, I'll comment, I won't comment, I'll like, I won't like. But I won't feel the need to make references to movies about, white people attacking black people or this or that, or I don't know. For me, it just doesn't make sense. It's quite irritating. It's quite, I don't know.
I feel like it's supposed to be funny, but the way it
yeah, like I feel like some of the people that write it, it's either like, you know, backhanded racism, or they think they're being funny. But for me, highlighting, like for me, like when people always highlight the fact that we're not just a couple, we're an interracial couple, and I know what you might think, oh, the fact we're doing the video on it, but we have to like address it. But the fact that people are always highlighting black and white couple, you're an interracial couple, you're an interracial couple.
You're making it deeper than it really is.
It's making it way deeper than it is. For us, like, this is just my girlfriend and I'm her boyfriend, like that's just it. Like, that's just it. It's not that deep. I don't wake up.
I thought you're my partner, my best.
Yeah, exactly. But I don't wake up and I'm just like, oh, my
that's my white girlfriend.
My white this, my white that, or my black, and she's not like my black this, my black, like we're just together, like, and that's just it. So I don't know, stereotypes, they do come. We do get looks, you know, from people of certain, I'm not gonna name, you know, but we do get looks from, you know, certain races, both black and white as well. It's not just white people. That's another thing I want to say as well. It's not just white people, like, oh yeah, blah blah, the whole all white people are racist thing. It's not just white people, it's also black people as well. In fact, in a lot of cases it's worse, because I feel like a lot of black people feel like they can say more, whereas I feel like some white people will say some stuff and say in a jokey manner because they don't want to be deemed as racist. But I feel like a lot of black people feel like they don't have that filter of being, or they're not going to be straight away labelled as racist if they say something about our relationship. They feel like they're just saying it more on the basis of protecting black culture or doing this or doing that. So I feel like they're always the ones to say worse things, or they're always the ones to act a certain way or give us worse looks or give us dirtier looks. Hence why I feel like in Poland, we got looks, but they weren't dirty looks. If we get any dirty looks, it's here, and it's mostly from black people. But yeah.
Yeah, when it comes to me stereotypes, I never really cared. Like I'm not the kind of person to care, because if I cared, like, I wouldn't be in the position I am in right now. Like, just like you said, I wouldn't be doing YouTube. I would probably sit back in Poland and like study something I don't even want to study. But yeah, no, like, for example, I have a good example that I just said to you like a couple minutes ago before we started recording it, that you said you didn't.
Oh yeah, I can remember.
At the beginning of our relationship, I think first time after we went to Poland, my mom went to a hairdresser. It was some random hairdresser, like not the one she usually goes to, because he didn't have like slots for her. So she went to some random hairdresser and they were having just a little small talk. My mom was like, oh yeah, my daughter and her boyfriend were here and they're so cute. My mom is just literally like obsessed with us. She always has pictures of us and she said she really misses us. We miss you too.
We miss you too.
So
I miss my mom too.
Mr. Rivers' mom
and my dad.
And his dad, and my dad, my sister, and her brother, everyone. Anyways, back to the topic, sorry. She was showing the hairdresser like, oh, that's my daughter and her boyfriend, they are so cute. And the hairdresser was like, oh, aren't you scared? And my mom was like, scared of what? And she was like, scared that he's black. And I was like, sorry, like, I know so many like white relationships that don't work out. Why would I be scared that she, like, my mom just didn't understand. She called me, she was so pissed off, like she went mad on her hairdresser.
If you're not an ignorant person, you're not gonna understand ignorant views. That's just it. The only way you'd understand or not be confused if you're an ignorant person yourself, you just wouldn't understand ignorant views.
That's very, very true. Another question, wouldn't it be easier to date your own race? I don't think it would be any different.
Maybe easier, but like, why would I date someone I don't want to date? Like, I wasn't like, okay, this girl, I'm starting to talk to. Okay, she's white, so yeah, I'm gonna date her. Like, I fell for her. Like, if anything, I didn't want to fall for anyone, so it wasn't even like it was. in the you know, best way possible. It wasn't like a planned. It wasn't like, oh, I planned it out. So yeah, it probably would be easier to date my own race, but I wouldn't be like, this is the girl I fell in love with. So that doesn't really make any sense, to be fair. Like, I'm happy, I'm more than happy
Would it be easier?
I could have, you know, been with someone from my own race and they couldn't have gotten with my parents, or I could have been someone from my own race and they could have cheated on me, or vice versa, or I could have been with someone from my own race and it just wouldn't have worked out for different reasons. So like just basing my relationship off race, like for me doesn't make any sense. Like I don't. Luckily enough, I'm in the 21st century. Like yeah, I'm in a country. I'm not in the majority. Like so, it's not like I'm in a country where everyone's the same color, skin tone. Everyone's from the same place as me. I'm in a country with a load of different people. I'm in a country with Asians. I'm in a country with people with Africans. I'm in a country with Eastern Europeans. I'm in a country with so many different people from so many different backgrounds, which is, for me, good. Like I enjoy that. I enjoy having friends from different cultures. So I enjoy. I don't know. It just wasn't. I don't know how to answer because it just wasn't a question for me. It's not like.
For me, it's like I don't even live in Poland, so I'm going uni in England. So most likely my boyfriend's going to be a different country than I am. And whether it's a black boyfriend or white boyfriend or Asian boyfriend, like it's still going to be a different country. So even if I'm Polish and I have a British boyfriend, it's still different. Like
exactly. Like if I wanted someone from my own culture, or from my own country, like it'd be a lot easier for me to find that where the majority of the people there are from my own culture. So I wouldn't really be here. I don't know.
It doesn't matter. Because for me, it's like, okay, if I have a British boyfriend, British culture and Polish culture are totally different. Like as much as like we might look similar, like their cultures are totally different.
To be honest, your culture and my culture
are more similar
than Polish culture and English culture. And so if you're with a white guy,
yeah,
he could be English as hell, yeah, James Smith, yeah, like could be English as hell, you know, beans on toast, fish and chips, beer on the weekend, English guy, your culture and his culture, different foods, just different customs, totally different. But you're gonna hold hands, walk down the street, and you're not gonna get looks. Why? Because you're the same
skin color.
So it doesn't even, because people always say, oh no, but it's not this and that, it's countries and cultures, and oh, it's not because you guys are black and white, it's because
it's even different religion, like even like British people, and like, you know, there's so many different things about it. So just the way British people are is just totally different to the way like Polish people are.
They're very different. Like we're very similar in the way in terms of like our respect for adults. For example, here, you know, my English friends can call their aunts or uncles or their mum's friends or their dad's friends by their first names. We can't do that where I'm from. We have to call them auntie or uncle. That's the same thing where she's from. You have to call them auntie or uncle. You can't be calling, you know, your elders by their first name. So there's a lot of similarities that we have. There's also a lot of differences, which is actually even better than the fact we
learn so much.
Yeah, which is better than the fact we have similarities. There are loads of differences. Our cultures, even though we have a few similarities, there's a lot of differences, but that's the beauty of it.
And it's fine to learn it, because if we were never going out, I would probably never like try the food I've tried. I would never learn to cook the food I've learned to cook. Like,
exactly, same with me. I wouldn't have to try the food I've tried, learn the food I've learned to cook. No, you know, words of a different language, like not all of it.
I would never even go to like the church, or we go.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you wouldn't go to the church, and there's a lot of. But I feel like the fact that we do learn about each other's cultures every day. We're constantly learning something new about either each other's cultures, and it's helping us. In a relationship, you grow anyway. Well, I hope you do if you're in a relationship. Well, you should probably get out. But in a relationship, you grow anyway. You grow as you know, every day you grow. You learn new things about each other. You learn about what more of a person's like. But the fact that we are from different cultures and we're always learning new things. We're always learning interesting things. I'm learning things. If I wasn't with Kasha, I'd never know. I'd never know certain words. I'd never know about certain foods. I'd never know about certain things. There's so many places I would have never gone to. There's so many people. I've met some of her friends who I consider some of my really close friends now. So I feel like it's better that we are from different cultures and from different places, because we're learning new things.
Like there's nothing wrong about being from the same culture, as much as there's nothing wrong with being the same culture. You know,
exactly. There's nothing.
As long as you're like get
as long as you're happy with it,
and you're happy with it, then just go for it.
Because same way some people can be with someone from the same culture and not like it, and some people can be with someone from a different culture and be like, no, there's too many differences. It depends what you're like.
And even if you're from the same culture, like I could date a Polish guy and probably have just as many differences as you have. Like,
exactly.
Yeah.
That's the answer to that question, I think. Before we go on for too long.
Do you get frustrated because you can't express yourself in your own language? Well,
that's for her because we communicate in English, which is my first language. So
I chose this life. Like, to be fair, like,
yeah, it's not.
I moved to the UK. It's not because I date him. If I live in the UK and I don't want to be one of those Polish people who don't even speak English, but they live in the UK and kind of live in their own like bubble, I want to just meet people from all around. Like, yeah, I'm going to communicate.
If she didn't want to, let me explain it. If she didn't want to, okay. Back to the answer. If she didn't want to, express herself, if she wanted to express herself in her own language and that's what she wanted to do, she would have stayed in Poland. She wouldn't be in the UK where the language is not going to be her first language, which means she's going to have difficulties, or not even difficulties, but she's going to not, speak her first language all the time. Plus, and she made that choice already before even meeting.
I want to learn more languages. I want to be able to communicate and express myself in every language I want to learn. And that is this way with English. Like, when I'm here, I think in English, I communicate with English, I express myself in English. When I'm in Poland, I think in Polish. Like, that's just how it is. And I feel like after some time, if you live in a country that's like, where you speak in some language, like, that's the way it's going to be.
Exactly.
And no, I don't get frustrated. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, all we wanted to say is date whoever you want to date.
Yeah, we want to say date whoever you want to date. Wherever they're from, what colour their skin is, like whatever background they're from. Don't be afraid of what other people are gonna think, because people are always gonna think stuff. There's probably people watching this video right now that are like,
I'm about to write a hateful comment.
This is disgusting.
Let me just make a YouTube account.
Stay in your own race. You're fetishizing black people. You're fetishizing like there's good. People are gonna say whatever they want. Even if you're with people from your own race, people are still gonna say any stuff. So. And
I want to thank also people who messaged us, because
everyone who sent us in like questions and messages, and also
not even
the messages from, because she posted the some of the comments that this, the guy with the skull face and the two knives, like she posted that on Instagram, and there was so I
got around like 40 or 50 messages.
There was so many nice comments.
A lot of Polish people, which I love, thank you. And a lot of like even people from here who asked me to translate it. So many people just like kind of supported us, and we're feeling like ashamed for the way
that this person
wrote, and like
speaking,
like I appreciate it 10 times more than just like not saying anything, or just kind of being like silent.
Because if you're being silent about it, you're still then part of the problem. Like in a lot of cases, if you're silent about something, you're part of the problem. If you speak up and say something, then you're helping diffuse the problem. But yeah, like just back to what we were saying, like we'll just date whoever you want to date, talk to whoever you want to talk to, like no matter where they're from. Don't worry about what your family's gonna say. Don't worry about what your friends are going to say. Don't worry about what random people are going to say. Don't worry about what people that hide behind a laptop and like to talk a lot of nonsense that they'll never say.
Because at the end of the day, it's not those people who are going to spend every day with that person.
They're not the people you're spending every day with. They're not the people that you're going to build a life with. They're not the people that's going to motivate you and help you when you're down. Like, so why are their opinions greater than the person that you actually want to be with?
And if you care about those opinions, it like also says something about you.
About your character, it's just.
It means your character is not strong enough to do anything.
To be honest, if you're gonna be easily swayed by people who don't match his opinions in the judgment of your relationship, then you're probably not mature enough to be in a relationship. The whole point of being in a relationship is people are going to say this, people are going to say that. You're going to have your own bickers. There's going to be other influences. Other people are going to say stuff. Maybe their friends are going to say stuff. Maybe your friends are going to say stuff. But the whole point of being in a relationship is, you two are together. You're in a civil partnership with each other. So if other people are swaying you already, then maybe you're just not ready to be with someone, because it's also not fair on that other person.
So yeah, that's all. Make sure to like,
subscribe, share,
tell your mom,
tell your aunt,
dad,
tell your grandma, tell your
neighbor, tell the guy you saw on the street, tell the guy who gave you a dirty look, like tell everyone about YouTube.
Yeah, tell everybody who's giving you a dirty look or say anything about your relationship to come watch this video and let me talk to them. But yeah, thank you.
Bye.
Bye.